Okay, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We are now at that point where we have unlocked the vault. Therefore, we can go ahead and do our next job quest. Let's go see old Dancing Wolf and get started. And we will get another bread and butter. Well, it's not a spell. It's a... I guess you could call it a buff. Not really sure how you would classify it. State of being sounds kind of just stupid, but oh well. You'll see what it is. Ah, Alex, if you've come for word on the Ascian, I fear I've little progress to report. We did, however, hold a service for Kaladin, or Kahidin, whatever the hell his name is. I'll call him Kenny. I assembled the soldiers from his old unit, and together we conveyed his remains to the priests of Thal. As for Thanalin's trade routes, there's still the odd raid by bandits or beastmen, but not that involves men in black robes. I must confess I am at a loss as to how we might track our foe. Ah, have you spoken with Ymitra? I believe she had new findings to share with you. Off to Gridania. Basically what this Dreadwyrm Trance does is it makes your ruin spells instant cast, and it negates the spell cost of your Tribind, and it greatly buffs the potency of Tribind, thus making it worthwhile to use in AoE situations. And back to Upkalu Falls. Here we go. There you are. We have much to discuss. I've been engrossed in my studies, you see, seeking every advantage for our inevitable clash with the Ascian. And as I struggled to unravel the ancient knowledge of the tomestones, I unlocked a good many mysteries, including the reason why you were unable to call forth Ramu Egi. Because they didn't want to make us any new Eggies, that's why. When you summon an avatar, you draw upon your body's reservoir of ether to grant life and form to what is known as an arcane entity. That much we already knew. I had, however, overlooked the simple fact that our etheric reserves are finite. Thus, the magnitude of Egi that you are able to summon is limited by the extent of your own life force. Simply put, the Egi is too powerful. If the Egi is too powerful, then the summoning fails. Okay, explain how we get fucking Bahamut, then. But do not despair. The summoners of Alleg devised a method by which one might circumvent this intrinsic limitation. Rather than attempt to summon a separate physical manifestation of certain Egi, the most accomplished mages discovered that far less ether was required to infuse themselves with the essence of a primal's power. The technique by which a summoner would achieve this heightened state was known as a trance. What say you, Alex? Shall we see if you can master this method? It may even allow you to contend with a paragon, but not if the essence is of an ordinary primal. Nay, we must set our sights on the most potent entity, the most fierce. I speak of the elder primal, Bahamut. On the day of the calamity, the dragon vanished in an explosion so massive that his ether was carried to the far corners of Eorzea. You, among many others, have already been touched by his essence. All that remains is to perform the meditative ritual in a place steeped in Bahamut's energies, and you should be able to enter the trance of the Dreadwyrm. As for setting foot within the only suitable location, I believe Captain Wolf can assist us. Shall we pay him a visit? Sure. The Mitcher here is certainly not one to do things by half. She petitioned me to help gain entry to the ether-soaked wasteland of the Cartno Flats. The Flats are disputed territory jointly administered by the 3 member nations of the Eorzean Alliance, and attempting to earn full admittance to the area is a bureaucratic nightmare. As matters stand, I was only able to secure permission to visit the Immortal Flames airship landing. If we wish to enter the Flats proper, we will have to do so under the cover of night. Prepare yourself for a tense journey, then make your way to the landing here in Ul'dah. I have one of our elite flyers standing by. Okay. Ah, there we go. I'll fly you to the front door of the Flats, but that's as far as you're authorized to go. Stay on the landing or face the consequences. And what are you... We're a character that can kill gods. Just what the hell do they think they're gonna do to us if we decide, nah, fuck you, we're gonna go where we want? So this is what became of the Cartno Flats. Never before have I sensed such tainted ether. Let us not linger long. Turn your mind now to Bahamut's terrible majesty. Allow his power to seep into your very being. Nothing? We may need to deepen your meditations. Haughty voice, do you truly attempt to harness the might of Bahamut? The essence of the Elder Primal shall tear your mortal frame asunder. Chaos rises in the presence of power, but you, bringer of light, can be allowed to shine no brighter. Come and be doused in the endless waters of the 12th chalice. Okay. And we'll use our Tri-Disaster. Damn it. Retargeting can sometimes be a total pain in the ass. Come on, get a little closer so I can bane off onto asshole there. There we go. I probably didn't need to stick miasma again. Because Ifrit's about history. Oh, damn. Dancing Wolf's gonna tank him. Okay, so where's Garuda? There she is. I'm thinking even his eggies are... No. Alright, Garuda's about history. Ah, there it is. These lingering ethers will activate one at a time as the battle wears on. With your AoE, prick. Ah, shit. Miasma wore off on him. And here's the last one. Ah! Dickhead with his AoE. And this one takes an hour and a half to attune to. Go ahead and break out all three of them if you want. There we go. Awaken the Dreadwyrm Trance. Yeah, I could have done that if I had preset my if I had been able to preset the skill. Oh, there we go. Hold up. Hold up. Nothing to be alarmed about, since these guys, they're pretty damn weak. It's just running out of all their AoE that's just annoying. There it is. Just a matter of killing them again and again to activate all those, I guess you could call them ether springs. Fight's a lot more tedious than dangerous. You're never in any real danger of getting killed. I did not anticipate this. You should not have been able to complete the meditations under such duress. But I shall not underestimate you again. Our next meeting shall be our last, bringer of light. Yeah, you and every other villain have said that. We did it. We faced a paragon and lived. And it's all thanks to you. You and the towering might of Bahamut that you now command. Actually, we did nothing of the sort. All we did was keep killing Eggies over and over again. Aye, despite the Asians' interference, we achieved what we came here for. But I'm afraid this is not the place to celebrate. Let us return to the landing before the dawn's light find us in forbidden territory. Alright, now we run back to... Yes. Run back to the Hall of Flames. Now, in order to actually use Dreadwyrm Trance, you use your 3 ether flow stacks, and then you'll be able to activate it. Not as complicated as it sounds in practice. We have reason to rejoice, my friends. It would seem our clandestine adventure went unnoticed by my superiors, and more importantly, we seized the upper hand in a battle against an Asian. The trance did appear most effective against our immortal foe. For such a hurried night's work, we managed to reap quite a harvest indeed. Aye, but it is a pity the bastard fled when he did. I would have liked to have settled the score then and there. Toast for the best, Captain Wolf. If we would truly defeat the Ascian, then we must be prepared to destroy him utterly, body and soul. And that's that. Oh, okay, I had already set it. Alright. Because usually it likes to put your new gauges up in odd areas. There we go. Gives you a flat 10% damage buff for 16 seconds. Resets your Tri-Disaster timer, so as soon as... even if you had just used your Tri-Disaster, as long as you blow off your 3 Aetherflow stacks, hit Dreadwyrm Trance, it'll be back up again. Removes the bind effect of Tri-Bind and increases its potency by 40. It more than doubles it. Plus it reduces the MP cost, and it makes your Ruin 3 instant cast. So we will see this in practice in the vault. And it'll probably be a couple hours in the Duty Finder. So, in the next part we will take on the vault with our new skills. Until then, take care.